Coming up on Torrance Today, it's time to celebrate the completion of a major intersection improvement project. The Torrance Fire Department is sporting new shirts this month, all for a good cause. And a local hospital is expanding to better serve our community. All this and more coming up right now on Torrance Today. Welcome to Torrance Today. I'm Leslie Robbins. It's 4 p.m. on Wednesday, April 5th. I hope you're having a great day so far. Thank you so much for joining us. Here is our first story. City and LA County leaders celebrated the culmination of a major intersection improvement project at Hawthorne Boulevard and Pacific Coast Highway in South Torrance.
It's a celebration. We're making traffic flow smoother, faster, and safer.
This intersection is really so important for Torrance, but there's a lot of neighboring communities that drive through this intersection. So to widen it, to have dedicated right turn lanes and left turn lanes is good for public safety.
This is one of the busiest intersections in the city. The project also includes ADA and traffic signal improvements. The main work on the roadways wrapped up just in time for Thanksgiving travelers last November, and now workers completed all of the final details, allowing commuters in that area to pass through with a lot more ease. April is Autism Awareness Month, and Torrance's firefighters are doing their part to raise awareness, like painting this lifeguard stand 2 weeks ago.
We were fortunate to be invited to Torrance Beach this week to help paint the first permanent Autism Awareness lifeguard tower. It's right down the ramp at Torrance Beach. And Supervisor Hahn kicked that off with the LA County Fire Chief, myself, and other dignitaries from LA County to actually go down with paintbrushes. Councilmember Matucci was there as well.
Well, members of the Torrance Fire Department are also wearing special shirts all month long with the notable Puzzle Pieces design. We were invited to Station 1 today to see our firefighters wearing the tops. The history of the autism puzzle piece dates back to 1963. That year, Gerald Gasson, a parent and board member of the National Autistic Society in London, designed the puzzle piece. Now, the puzzle piece signifies the complexity of the autism spectrum, the way we come together to support individuals with autism, and as a reminder of how individuals with autism fit into the world. Autism spectrum disorder, ASD, is diagnosed in 1 in 44 children nationwide each year. In California, that number reaches as high as 1 in 26. If you are a small business owner and need to learn about natural disaster preparedness, well, this next event is for you. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce will host a small business council meeting tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. for members only, with speakers who will help prepare participants for future earthquakes, floods, and fires. The Torrance Area Chamber of Commerce is located at 3480 Torrance Boulevard, Suite 305. To register, visit torrancechamber.com. Tonight is the first night of Passover, and our city's Reformed Temple has a place for you at its table. Temple Amet and Rabbi Cantor D.D. Thomas will hold a kosher Seder at 6 p.m. in the temple's social hall. The ritual meal will include a full menu and celebrates the biblical story of the Israelites escaping from slavery in Egypt. All are welcome. Temple Amet is located at 2051 West 236th Street. For additional information, contact the Passover chairperson, Judy Fradkin, at judy@templeamet.org. Torrance Memorial Medical Center is growing in order to meet the rising needs of our community. It was announced last December that it will add a new 2-story facility that will double the capacity at its emergency department. The facility will include more than 80 treatment spaces, including dedicated behavioral health rooms, doubling the department's current capacity. The expansion is meant to help offset the increase in emergency department visits. Nearly 88,000 patients came by last year. The $40 million expansion project is set to begin construction later this year and get completed in 2026. The medical center is located at 3330 Lomita Boulevard. The Torrance Public Library offers free, fun, and educational programs to our community, and the start of April is stacking up to be a great time to check them out. Starting tonight, there's a science fiction and fantasy book group meeting at 6:30 p.m. via Zoom. At Henderson Branch on Saturday at 10 a.m., there is Blackout Poetry, which is a mixture of poetry and art made by taking printed text and blacking out the unwanted words to create a poem or statement. A frame is provided for the favorite poem. At North Torrance Library on Saturday at 2 p.m., young adults are invited to learn the basics of the ukulele. And on Monday, kids of all ages can pick up a cherry blossom tree craft kit at a library location near them. For more information, visit library.torranceca.gov. Yes, there is so much to do in our city, whether you want to do crafts indoors or enjoy the sunshine on a spring day. Spring registration is now open for both residents and non-residents through the Cultural Services Department. From art, dance, exercise and movement, music, sports, swimming, at the plunge, you name it, there is a class for you at any age. To register and for a list of spring classes, visit torranceca.gov. There is a special day coming up where you can help clean one of our Torrance parks. The monthly Seaside Park Beautification Day, led by Realtor Jenna Christensen, is happening this Saturday, the 8th, from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. It takes place the second Saturday of every month. Now, this beautification event actually marks it's going into its 10th year this month, with volunteers logging more than 4,000 work hours into the project. The city unveiled Seaside Heroes Park on January 20th, 2011, and its name is a tribute to 3 local Torrance soldiers who lost their lives in the war in Afghanistan and Iraq, and in memory of all veterans. Students' community service hour work forms can also be signed after work is completed. Seaside Park is located at 22851 Anza. Cross streets are Lomita and Anza, but meet at 22812 Catherine Avenue in South Torrance. For more information, contact Jenna at 310-920-9387. Do you know a business that is doing good things for the environment? Well, now is your chance to let us know about it. The city's Environmental Quality and Energy Conservation Commission launched its Torrance Climate Smart Awards. It's a program that supports the stewardship of the environment priority in the city's 2021 strategic plan. The goal is to highlight people, businesses, and organizations that demonstrate the importance of environmental stewardship through their actions and services. You can fill out the nomination form at torranceca.gov and click on the banner for the program. Nominations will be accepted through April. Well, still ahead, it's World Famous Wednesday, and I'm taking you inside an iconic donut shop that only needs one name to describe its deliciousness: Randy's. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
Bro, you gotta stop with that depression stuff.
That's a white people thing.
Escúchame, en esta casa los hombres no lloran.
from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
Thanks for hearing me out, bro. Appreciate it.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
At the end of every episode of Torrance Today, we want to share a positive story that fits the theme for the day. On this world-famous Wednesday, we're bringing you inside the aptly named world-famous Randy's Donuts, which officially opened its doors in Torrance on December 1st, 2020, during the coronavirus pandemic. You'll, of course, notice all of the masks on our faces coming up. On hand for the ribbon cutting was former Mayor Patrick Fury, who filled me in on his treat of choice. The first ribbon cutting since March in this COVID era. How did we get it done?
A lot of work, a lot of planning, but some things we really enjoy doing. And one of the things I really enjoy doing is greeting a new business that's coming to our community. You know, when you have an iconic business like Randy's Donuts come into your town, you have to take steps and make steps that make it work. We've been waiting for this for a couple years. We knew it was coming, but we just didn't know when. Now that it's here, I'm sure the community's going to really enjoy it. Everybody in this business park, people who have only 45 minutes for lunch can run out, grab something and eat, or grab a donut, maybe a cup of coffee, and that makes their life in work that much easier.
You mentioned coffee and donuts. I have to ask you, have you eaten the donuts yet? What's your favorite? And are you a coffee drinker, tea drinker?
I love my coffee, and the glazed donuts are awesome. I mean, when you see the big donut in Inglewood up in the air, and sometimes it looks like it's a glazed donut, and it makes your mouth water, and it makes you want to stop and grab one.
This location is at 23330 Hawthorne Boulevard, just off Lomita Boulevard. Check out more of our behind-the-scenes footage on the latest episode of Common Sense right here on City Cable at 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Well, that is our show for today. Let us know if you have a positive story to tell by emailing us at torrancetoday@torranceca.gov. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more news from and for our Torrance community. Have a great day.